Hello, and greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're reaching out to me. As usual, my name is Augustine, and I'm here to give us a summary of today's broadcast, or sorry, yesterday's broadcast. Um, I'm in a new environment, and the reason why I'm in a new environment is because recently I went about an upgrade, and where I reside, where I work, actually, there has been an upgrade. So I'm fortunate to be among those who, were, individuals that took part in the upgrade. So this is a new office, and I'm going to be in this place for a while. I don't know how long, but for a good while. So you are going to see this environment for the next few weeks, months, perhaps years. So just wanted to clarify the air. All right, welcome to my broadcast. If you're coming into my broadcast for the first time, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. I would appreciate it if you're just new to my broadcast that you subscribe to my channel and I click on the notification bell so that anytime I'm live, you can get the notifications. So I'm here to give us a summary of yesterday's mass adoption meeting. Yesterday's mass adoption meeting was a very good one. I appreciate it. I really loved the way it went. As at Monday, we went about, B. Derek was the one that anchored Monday's mass adoption meeting. And on that, the administration was not available because he was having a challenge health wise. Precisely, he was having a toothache. So he needed to, address that concern. That was why he wasn't available on Monday. And Derek, which is the Chief Justice of the Simply Brilliant community, did an excellent job. And I did appreciate every bit of what he did. I mean, the directives given to him by the admin was well carried out. And it was so well done that the administration had to put it on the blog. So if you are here and you haven't yet connected to the information, please go to the Gringo Cashback office under the blog to get the update of Monday's mass adoption meeting. All right, so that's that on Monday. Now we're moving over to Wednesday. Yesterday's mass adoption meeting, the administration came in and then, welcomed us and made us understand that he has to go about maybe an operation kind of so that his teeth can be well, very well. And he says that it's going to be kind of difficult, but he has to go through it. That's life. That's things happen. And individuals go through a whole lot of things. Some people are unfortunate to get accidents and they have to address it. But his is not an accident. It's something that nature just gave to him, but he's taking it on in good faith. And then with that, we delved into the meeting. Yesterday's meeting was anchored by the same person, Chief Justice, Simply Brilliant Community, and he has always been anchoring it for a while. Carl Dasher, who was supposed to anchor it yesterday, is still having health challenges, although he's responding to treatments very well. He was also in yesterday's mass adoption meeting, but indisposed to participate as the anchor. Nonetheless, he was there and he listened and he gained all the information that was necessary. So it doesn't mean he's out of it. Doesn't mean he's no more following up. He is. He's still so much motivated like you and I. The only thing is that based on his health challenge, he can't come in and be as active as he used to be. And we are anticipating that shortly everything will be over and then he would begin to anchor his Wednesday mass adoption meetings. All right, so moving forward, the administration began yesterday by welcoming us and then took us straight to the blog, which I'm also going to do. And I'm going to share my screen now so that we can look into the blog. Okay. All right. So my screen is now being shared. Now, before we look into the blog, I would want to quickly address this matter. I'm fortunate to be among those that are in the June promo. And if you haven't qualified, you won't see this. But if you have qualified, you will see this. And I was fortunate to enjoy the May promo. In fact, from the very first day the May promo began, I was a beneficiary. And then same thing applied to the June promo. I do not know what the condition for July will be. I am anticipating it will be the same thing. In the meeting of yesterday, the administration said that he's looking for a way to make this promo consistent. And based on what he said he's looking at running this promo to the end of this year, and that he's even looking at running it for another 1 year or two. This is his words. And he's saying that he wants to pay attention to the builders, and that he wants to pay the builders for growing the community as fast as possible, even into 1 billion members. That was his words. And when he said that, I was elated in my spirit. That means that this becomes a full-time job. Don't forget that where we are is the distribution phase. There are two categories in this community, two levels. The first level is the distribution phase, while the second level is our economy phase. The relevance of the people in this community who took part in building the community will become very evident in our economy phase, because they would have bagged most of the rewards that the system is giving during the distribution phase. So it's actually very interesting and very, very, very enticing to become a builder in this community. I would really appreciate it. If you listening to me can have a change of mind, if you are not yet a builder, take up this initiative and become a builder in this community. It's going to pay you at the short term and at the long run. So quickly, this was the information that was given to me, and I want to talk about it briefly before I go to the blog. The administration was very careful yesterday to document every information, or would I say, tell us all that we needed to know, because a number of people in this community think they know, but they don't really know. And that's the reason why they're making the mistakes. Some people think that they are doing it on purpose. When you scroll down to this particular chart, which is our chart, you'll find out that there are a whole lot of reds and there are also greens. And according to the administration, he says that those who are doing this, they don't even know that they are not supposed to do it. And that he has also put up a condition, which is the 7-day 7-day delay. So if you are a member in the community and you are part of those that are builders, you are not supposed to use your coins to do any other thing apart from pay to the admin wallet, whether it's your downline or yourself, or people who are not your downlines. You can use it to pay to the admin wallet, and that's solely what it is for. And that if you choose to consolidate, what does consolidating mean? Consolidating means that you put in money inside. Some people has been suspended because they did not sell, they didn't swap. What they did was that they added to what was inside, and then they used it to pay subscription fee for maybe a friend or a downline, whatever it may be, or even themselves. The administration did not say in the meeting of yesterday that it was wrong. But from what we see, the supports are penalizing those who are even consolidating. So there are penalties required. There are penalties that you would suffer if you go contrary. One thing you shouldn't do if you are a promoter and a builder, or you qualify for the June promo and maybe consequent months, don't swap, don't sell, don't do peer-to-peer, and do not add to what you already have. It is just what the system gives you that you should use. Now, it is not out of it to have more than one account. You can have 2 MetaMask accounts. Please don't get me wrong. You should only have one account if you're using Kringle Cash. And the policy in this community has been one person, one account, so that we'll have 1 billion active members when we've built our economy to our economy phase. We are not supposed to have one person managing 2 accounts in the Kringle Cash concept in our Simply Brilliant community. But then it's not out of place to have more than one account if you're using MetaMask. In fact, you can have 2 or 3 depending on who you are managing the account on their behalf. Now, as we move our membership base into 1 billion, a time will come, everyone will have to own up to their accounts. By the time we are 1 billion active members, everybody will manage their accounts by themselves. But for now, we can afford to, leverage on some people to manage it for them. But I just want you to know that over time, everyone will have to hold on to their accounts and take full responsibility. So on this, I am talking about most of these people here are ignorantly doing what they are doing. They are selling. And then there is a 7-day penalty for the delay of your selling. And the administration was also clear that he's still watching the situation of things, and that if he is forced to, he may have to extend it to more than 7 days, perhaps 14 days. And then that would pass on the message so that people would know that we are using our Joy G as a utility token. It is not for selling in the public market. The administration was very clear on that. He emphasized it again and again and again that it's a utility token to pay the subscription fee, that your rewards is your Binance, and your Binance is what you use, which is a coin, and it's actually a public coin that you can use for whatsoever you want. But for JoyG, it's exclusively for paying of subscription fee, and the intent is not to be used in the public, not to swap as you will. It is not a trading coin. So over time, you would find out that these reds are slowly going to go away. Admin talked about the fact that there are no whales in the system, that the number of people who are having two JoyG are very few. I think two or three, around that range. We are going to look into it shortly. And then those who have one JoyG are about 6 or 7 within that range. And that these ones are even hodling. A good number of them are hodling. They are not even selling. So the bulk of the people selling are those who have less than one coin. And that if they are builders, they will be penalized for 7 days. And if they refuse to listen, then it goes to 14 days, which has not yet been approved by the admin. But if it continues, in order for the admin to meet up his expectation of getting the price of JoyG to about $3,500, $4,000 this month, then he may have to make drastic measures. I don't know. But his intent is to see that he begins to settle those who have coins that are locked up in the system. And he wants to get it done this year, beginning with this month. So these are a few things the administration talked about. But if you have two accounts, and you can choose to have one as a savings account, because JoyG value will keep going up. Over time, it will keep going up. When the administration implements this agenda where the bulk of the builders don't sell, you'll find out that over time there will be more builders. And as there are more builders, the concept of rapid price recovery now begins to, kick in. And when it begins to kick in, there will be a few number of people that will sell, which may not be builders. But because there are a number of builders who are duplicating, the price action will cause a counter, and then the positive recovery, the positive value of JoyG will just counter the negative sell, and then the price quickly recovers. That's what his intents are. It was clearly stated here. It was clearly stated, oh, it's not here anymore. Well, the place where he talked about there should be more people that are buying versus more people selling, he has changed the updates that are here. But then I believe those who are listening will understand what I'm saying. If you've been following up on the community, you should know what I mean. So if you have more than 2 MetaMask, then you can keep one and then use it for other things. And then the other one is the one the system has, which the system will pay $5 to every day. Now, yesterday, there was something the administration pointed out, which I took note of. What was it? Some people had coins, and then they had 2 MetaMask, and they registered 2 of them in the month of May and June. The administration says that there will still be surveillance on the both of them, even though one of them was registered in the month of May and the other in the month of June. But that for proper checks and balance, that there will be surveillance on both of them. Well, reasons best known to him. But the point I'm trying to drive at is that you have to be very, very, very deliberate about your actions, and you have to be consistent. Not this month you use this, the following month you use the other, the following month you use the other. Every one you use, you have to follow through on that particular one. Okay, so it's okay to have more than one, and then send your coins to that one, and then do whatever you want with one of them. And then the other one, you don't do anything to it. You just accumulate coins there, use it to pay for your subscription fee, for your downlines, and then you are encouraged to grow your downlines. The administration also said that you don't collect money from your downline and then use it to add to what you have inside of your promotional wallet. It is wrong. You are supposed to collect that money as cash and then use what the system has provided for you to pay for them. That's the idea. And there are a whole lot of modifications that will be playing out. We're just at the beginning phase. This $5 promotion has a whole lot of tentacles that will unfold over time. So I just want you guys to follow the instructions the administration will give and do it patiently and do it with good faith that the admin has our interest at heart. That is the entire truth. Okay. So I've said a lot. In fact, I've said quite a lot. Now, let's go back to this. You have successfully qualified for the June promo. Congratulations. Now, please remember, you may not transfer, sell, swap, consolidate, which I've already mentioned, on JoyG from the wallet that receives promotional payments. It can only be used to pay KCBO fees. Violating that rule will result in 7-day suspension from receiving any promotional funds. Repeated violations could result in a permanent ban from receiving promotional funds. Now, we are looking at getting 111,111 people that are obedient, follow instructions, and are well integrated together. That is what the administration wants. If we are going to win this war against the elites, we must learn to cooperate. We must learn to work like a team. We must learn to listen to simple instructions and implement it where need be. The administration is working to see that we win this war because it's a war. If you think it's not a war, then you are not telling yourself the truth. But he has said it that we must follow instructions. People who will choose to violate those instructions will find themselves removed from the community by themselves. The community won't remove you by herself. It's your actions that will evict you from the community because we're not ready to deal with someone that will be dragging us back. And people has been repeatedly complaining that admin, please bring up a solution to this challenge. And guess what? He has brought it for us. 7-day suspension. I don't promise that it's going to be 7 days over time. Admin may want to do some things and he may want full compliance and he may be, step it up to 14 days. This is my own narrative, not the admin's narrative. But in admin's narrative, he said that if he is forced to, now being forced to means that the gross number of people who are so small, because those who are doing this are little. I mean, among those who are builders, it's about 10% of them that are doing this, who don't want to listen, and the information has been put out on the dashboard, it has been put out on the blog, but still they refuse to listen. So it's because of this small percentage of people that the administration will step up the game. Now, I don't know if he will do it. I don't know when he will do it, if he will do it. But I just want you to know that for us to win, we must all cooperate and work as an entity. As simple as that. Okay. So now let's move into the blog. And the blog is the same thing you're seeing here, but let me quickly go through it and read it for emphasis sake. Now, this was the update that was on Monday. If you haven't yet listened, please do well to listen. It was anchored by Chief Justice of the Simply Brilliant Community, person of Brother Bederick. So this is the information which we saw on the blog on our dashboard, but I want to go through it from this point of view because this is our information channel. Okay, it's the same thing with that and with this, and these things are not new, but this was the words of the admin. Spread the word out, let people know, because people think they know. It actually baffles me that in our community people read these informations, but it's difficult for me to understand why they don't follow the instructions, even after they've seen it put out by the administration on the blog. And then he even went an extra mile to put it on our dashboard. Still, it's difficult for me to understand why people don't comply. Well, nonetheless, I will do the part I can to inform others. And those of you who will be watching, please do well to share and also give a like. A like is a thumbs up so that it can actually, the algorithm can bring it up so that members can see. And then if they want to listen, they can actually listen. People are making mistakes. People are being suspended for actions that they committed willfully and some of them ignorantly. And I hope with this broadcast, people can know where they did it right and wrong, or right or wrong. Now, let's quickly see. If you're brand new to our community, you are joining us at the best time ever. Now, there was a reason why the administration said the best time ever. We are going to find out as we read on. Now, we have both short-term and long-term ways to gain. Before now, there was nothing like short-term gain. And what is going to grow this community, if you ask me, is not the long-term gain. The long-term gain is the consistency of the administration on the blog. There are some things that you can do consistently and it will not affect your community. And it was from that intent of the administration on the blog. There was a particular update on the old blog. The name of the update is Scarcity is Artificial. That was the whole reason why I came into this community, because I have experienced a whole lot of scarcity, which was artificial. Because when I compare it to nature, nature is abundant. And I always kept asking myself, what's the anomaly? Why is it this way? And why are people so comfortable with scarcity? When I read the update of the administration, scarcity is artificial, I said, this is where I'm supposed to belong. That's been how many years? About 7 years plus. And I'm only getting stronger. But it looks like most people prefer short term. They want short term gratification. Well, reasons best known to them. So let's continue. Short term is what I think people are going to come in for, and the community will grow fast. But when you are coming in based on short term, please keep your eyes on the long term goal. Because if you are coming in for short term, there are some things. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was saying if you're coming in and you are working on short term, keep your eyes on the long term plan, because if you don't keep your eyes on the long term plan, then you miss it altogether. And one of the conditions to enjoy the long term benefits is consistency. So if you are in the community as a new member, always ensure that your account never expires. Please, if your account ever expires, it means you may never get to your long-term plan, because all the admin is looking for is consistency. The intent of the $5 promo is for consistency's sake. It is expected that your account should not get to expired before you renew it, because each time you do it, your long-term reward, which you'll get 1 year from now, will be extended by another 1 month. For instance, you come in by the month of June, and then you are a new member, your account expires, you now renew it in the month of July, and then it expires, and you renew it in the month of August. You would find out that instead of getting your reward 1 year later, which is going to be in the month of June, when you came in originally, you would get it by August. And if your account expires by September, you get your reward 1 year later, which is September. So I want you to understand that if you are a builder, you should be a builder. And as a builder, you should also make sure that your account never expires. As a new member, the old members already know this. And the fastest way to make your gains is to be a builder, because the $5 given to you will accommodate for your subscription fee and for that of your downlines. That's super simple, right? If you ask me, the answer is yes. So let's continue. We have both short-term and long-term ways to gain, especially if you are willing to introduce our offers to others and help us build this community. Perhaps you are returning back to our community to take the last chance to get active and stay active from now on, so you won't miss out on any of the benefits. So this is the last chance, and these are the information the administration has given out. Now let's look at it. Starting on June 1st and ending on June 11th, 2023, he is restoring back everyone. So ending on when? June 11th, which is next week, Monday, right? I guess so. So I want you guys to listen to these informations. The fastest way to remain in this community is to come in. If you're an old member, is to pay your subscription fee now and get 2 teams. And with that, you are guaranteed not to fall off again. Read my lips. If you pay in once, you may not need to pay a second time again. You just leverage on what the system is providing for you. And with that, you won't fall off again. And then you can build your community to as much size as you wish. The major and basic requirements from the administration is two. The administration has gained experience over the past 8 years and has understood that in the previous months when we did competition, the bulk of the people that went about the competition were two, and about 10% of them were getting over 100. Yes. So he always rewarded the 10%, about those numbers, 10, 5%, while the bulk of the remaining were never given any reward. Now the administration wants to flip it and then just keep it on two. With two, he will reward the majority. And come on, what does it take you to get two? It's simple, very simple. So I want you guys to be encouraged. Come in and renew your subscription just one more time. Get a team of two that pays their subscription fee. And timing also matters. Make sure you do it now, because if you continue to dilly-dally and you enter into the second, we're already on the second week of this month. If you dilly-dally, then that means you may not get enough to accommodate for your two downlines and for yourself. So I want you guys to be encouraged and then come in. The administration is simplifying it. That was why he emphasized, if you're coming in now, you're coming in at the best time ever, because the system is now helping you to succeed. I mean, just make a little effort and then it helps you to succeed. And you should also tell your downlines to duplicate. And your duplicating should not be done in ignorance. Your downline should be willing to pay attention, come for meetings, listen. The easiest way to learn, this is a school, okay? It's a school, it's a community. But if you don't plug in to the school and plug in to the meetings, then you won't learn anything. It's not healthy to get third-party information. Make sure that you are getting it from the source, okay? So I'm encouraging everyone to come in and become builders. If you want to continue, alternatively, if you don't have the time, then take out from what your system is giving you, whatever thing you are doing, make sure that you are picking out of it to keep your subscription fee on. A good number of you are in the core team or backup team, and a good number of us as well are also on the rotator. A good number of people, I am in the core team, okay? But these are juicy positions which are too good to just let go. So you have to take the initiative and start building. This is my advice to you. Having stayed in this community for some time, I've gained experience. I know how this system works to a good extent, and I'm getting better at understanding how the system works. I hope you take this initiative. I hope you take my advice. So on your own, you could take time to read the rest, okay? So this has already been addressed by the Chief Justice in the mass adoption meeting on Monday. But I want to actually address it based on how the administration talked about it. It's almost the same thing, but it's okay to get narratives from different authors. Of course, there are books and books on the same thing, but by different authors. So you may have heard it from Chief Justice Bederick, and I also made contributions in that meeting on Monday. A good number of people, in fact, that meeting was anchored by the Privy Council in the person of Chief Justice and Brother Innocent Kepa and my beloved brother Amechi. So those were the three people who anchored it, but I was indisposed to attend to be an anchor in the meeting. Nonetheless, I was able to make feedback. So let me continue reading. The reason why this last chance ends on 11th is because of the event on the 12th of June 2023, which is a double for those on the core team and backup team. Whatever you've gotten and you are still active will double by June 12th. Then those now on the rotator 22 will get their first match. That's the event. Now, the June 12th event opens the match area for the Rotator 22 team. So it would benefit three teams: core team, backup team, and Rotator 22, where the core team and backup team will get double of what they already had by June 12th. But for those on June 12th, for the Rotator 22, will receive their first match. So everyone that starts paying program fees on June 12th will be on the Rotator 23 team until all 111,111 spots on the rotator are filled. So what does this actually mean? Does it mean that people haven't been paying subscription fee already? Well, yes, they've been paying, but all of them has been, showing up on the rotator 23. As at now, the core team section of the Kringle Cash back office, let's quickly move over to that place, has not been updated for a while. So let's go back, and we're coming back to this place, okay? But let's quickly go and check it out. All right, so when you scroll down, you find out that it's still the same numbers, 481, which is those on the core team. And then those on the backup team is about 7,779. And then those on the rotator 22 is 27,484. And then those on rotator 23 is 7,038. So these are the numbers that has been there for some time. It would remain static until June 11th. And then by June 11th, those who were old members that were placed in their previous positions, if they refuse to renew their account, it means that they have given up on this course, which is fine. People give up on courses because they don't have good understanding. Yeah, people have been saying that, yeah, the goalpost has been shifted, but come to think about it, the intent of the administration is to see that he does not repeat the mistake of the elites. That's the intent of the administration. And he does not want money to go to the wrong hands. And that's why he has looked at the situation of things and modified it. Well, it may not have benefited everybody, but this one he has proposed, this one he has brought out, I can tell you that if you are a builder, then you are going to enjoy the benefits. The mind of the administration is that the money that is given to the world, that's to those who will consent to be members of the community, will not fall to the wrong hands, and that the billionaires in the community will not happen by accident. We haven't even started filling out the billionaires yet. What we are filling out is the administrative cadre, which will be the central banks, the commercial banks, the microfinance banks. That's where we are filling out. Remember that when we start filling out the billionaires, there will be no more rewards. I mean, 50 SBC, 100 SBC, 200 SBC, that reward goes. What will play out in the billionaire level is that when you pay your subscription fee, the administration will bring out a promo for that month. And that month's promo, if you work towards bringing in a number of people, you would enjoy the benefits that will be given to you for that month. But it's going to be like 20 to 50 times less than those that are on the rotator 23 team. It's going to be small. And those people won't have a choice. They must build. There is this slogan in the community that says, work today, get paid today. Yes, by then, the price of Joy G should have been heading towards about $50,000. You know, when we've built our membership base and then our numbers is about 1 million, you should expect the Joy G price to run between $30,000 to $50,000. And at that point, members in the community or people who will be coming in will be excited. You know why? Because they would get their SBC, which if they hold on to for the next 1 year, they'll get an equal match. So let's assume we filled out the administrative cadre positions. We're now filling out the billionaire level. You should know that if you work very hard, you may end up having about 200 coins after 12 months. And if you have 200 coins after 12 months as a billionaire, and you are able to be persistent, 1 year later, you get an equal match of Joy G. So that will be about 200 Joy G, which is going to be good, right? 200 Joy G, you look at it by, let's say the price of Joy G then, it's about $30,000. I mean, you will be very happy to have 200 coins worth $30,000 per one. Now, that's how it's going to be then. But what about those that are on the administrative cadre? I mean, by then, they would have been living large. So I want you guys to know that coming in at this time is the best time. So if you come in and you take part in the duplicating effect, which is the $5 promo, I mean, you can just relax. It doesn't mean that you could just relax on 2. If you want to relax on 2, it's okay if that's your choice. But if you want to grow the community, what admin wants to do is he wants to change the narrative into a kind of employment opportunity. And when we are 1 billion, I can tell you that we would have employed more number of people on Earth than any other corporation on Earth. That's what we are looking for. So it's an open employment opportunity to you and I to come in and build the community and raise humanity from the morass of poverty into a life of abundance. So let's hold on and see what happens by June 11th. By then, those who choose to comply, good luck to them. Those who didn't, well, time shall tell. So let's finish up going back to the blog, okay? And we can scroll down to this. So let me continue from where I was. Now, when you join our community, you should understand that you are making a long-term commitment to pay for your program monthly for at least a year. To qualify for the match of the 50 SBC coins, you get monthly. For the JoyG coins, you must make at least 12 monthly payments consecutively to enjoy these benefits. So what the administration is trying to make you understand here is that from Rotator 23, please get this, Rotator 22 core team and backup team, they will get their reward 1 year later, okay? And precisely by June 12th for the Rotator 22. For the core team and backup team, January 12th. Double of it by June 12th. Double of it by December 12th. And then for those on the Rotator 22, they will get double of it by December 12th. But for Rotator 23, which are coming in this year, they are going to get their reward 1 year from when they come in, not at a particular date, 1 year from when they come in. That is exactly why the administration is saying this. Now, if it only applied to this year of 2023, then that means some people will get less than 600 JoyG. Some will get 500, some will get 400, some will get 550. But he is trying to make you understand that everybody on the Rotator 23 must consistently pay for 1 year, and whenever they come in and their 1 year elapses and they will faithfully follow through, they would get their equal match of JoyG. So it depends, okay? So all through the year 2024 is going to be used to reward those who came in this year 2023 and they were consistent for 1 year. That's exactly what this particular paragraph is trying to say. So let's read it again to get it. We're going to start from here and then we'll stop here. So pay attention. To qualify for the match of the 50 SBC coins, you get monthly. For the JoyG coins, you will get, sorry, let me come again. To qualify for the match of the 50 SBC coins, you get monthly. For the JoyG coins, you must make at least 12 monthly payments consecutively to enjoy these benefits. This is a huge benefit, and I can say so. 12 times 50 equals 600 JoyG. And each JoyG is worth thousands of dollars right now. I actually said 1 year from now, you should be looking at the value between 30 to 50,000. 1 year from now, take note of this. If you can review this broadcast 1 year from now, you'll find out that what I'm saying is true. JoyG is going to be the coin that the world would desire. It's not going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first, okay? But I'm telling you that as we picture a time where we are 10 million members, what do you think the price of JoyG will be by then? Okay, picture a time where we're 100 million. What do you think the price of JoyG will be? Okay, let's picture when we're 500 million. What do you think the price of JoyG will be? And some of you have over 10,000 coins. Some of you have up to 20,000 coins. And you are looking at it and you are saying, admin is requesting us to pay every month. Come on, don't be unwise. Don't be unwise. You have to take advantage of it. Imagine when we are about 10 million members. When we're 10 million members. Yeah, hello. Okay. So sorry about that distraction. Yeah, hello. Greetings. Sorry about the distraction. So I was saying, when we're 1 year from now, you should be looking at the price of JoyG at quite a reasonable amount, or 2 years or 3 years. If you ask me, in about 2-3 years from now, JoyG should be running into about 200,000. When we're about 10 million active members, JoyG is going to be really huge. So you guys should sit down and understand what is before you, and do not make the mistake of saying, no, I don't want to take advantage of it. Okay? So it's your choice. Let's continue. Now, this is how you can become a market millionaire. Just keep in mind that we need to create a much larger group, let me come again. Just keep in mind, we need to create a much larger group, paying monthly, than the smaller group that is making withdrawals in order for this to work without destroying Joy G price. So back to what the administration was talking about yesterday. He was talking about this chart. This was the chart I was looking for, which I didn't see in our Kringle Cash dashboard. Now, he has said this several times. And where we are now is the $5 promo. And for the $5 promo, beneficiaries should not sell, they shouldn't swap, they shouldn't consolidate. Okay. Now, all they just have to do is use it as it is until we've built the much larger group. And as soon as we've built the much larger group, then those smaller group can decide to withdraw if they want to. And because there is a larger group paying, it naturally offsets. This one's sell, the smaller group sells, the larger group are paying. So it's actually the buy pressure that is twice as much as the sell pressure, or the buy pressure 3 times or 4 times more than the sell pressure. That's a good one. That's a beautiful narrative. And the administration does not want to, um, reduce the value of Joy G until this objective has been achieved. So you guys should sit down and understand what is going on, because many people are seeing things from a short-term point of view, and they've said, I've stayed in this community for so number of years and nothing has happened. Now, there are people who have worked all their lives, and even after working for 35 years, they are still going back to the system. There is no rest, because how the system should be is that when you've worked for a certain point, you should relax. How many people are enjoying their retirement benefits? Well, some people in Africa are not even able to access their retirement benefits. It's that bad, and it's getting worse. Inflation everywhere, banks are failing. Why not just put your head on this thing and help make it happen? Well, I don't know, but I'm actually speaking from my heart, because I don't know why people make mistakes and complain the way they complain, because what the system is asking of is to your own advantage, not to the advantage of the system. It's to your own advantage. It's to give you wealth. It's to make you happy. It's to make you fulfilled. It's to make you to live the life that your creator wants you to live. It's your choice. All right, so let's round off. It has always paid well to help build up the membership within this community. We have paid 50% bounty, per paid personal referral for over 6 years now. And it's true. All bounties are always paid off before the calendar month ends 100% of the time. True as well. Many times bounties are paid out automatically upon each request in as little as 15 minutes of clicking on the request button. True as well. All bounties are paid in BNB that are requested. And at the end of the month, all unrequested bounties are paid out in GGR, which is also true. So we have a fantastic offer for both the new and old members. Share this program with others and find at least 2 of them to join us. $5 Daily Builder. June promo begins on June 1st and ends on June 30th. Midnight London time on June 1st. All receiving Joy G wallet addresses will be removed from the June promo. All builders should register their correct receiving Joy G wallet address, which will be locked down and unchangeable for the entire month of June 2023. Be careful. Make sure you provide the correct Joy G wallet address and get the re-registration done on June 1st to prevent loss of collecting your $5 payment. Now, let's take time and look into this. We are looking for a way to make this $5 promo sustainable months after months, so we can continue it indefinitely. And that's the part that makes me most excited. All things being equal, for the rest of my life as a builder, I may not have to cough out money from my pocket again. And as long as my downlines are keeping up with their payments, I'm getting wealthy. I'm getting comfortably paid. They pay, I receive cash. I pay from what the system gives me, and I still get bounty at the end of the month. What more would you ask from the system? What more do you want the admin to do? Well, I don't know. The June promo is based on getting 2 new members that join on May 1st or later until June 30th, 2023. If you ask me, I don't know what the July promo will be, but it's not going to be too different from what we are seeing now. And to simplify it, the admin said he wants simplicity. He wants to simplify it so that, he doesn't encumber the community more than they should. 2 is it's super easy. You have 2 friends around you. Bring in those 2 friends. I don't know, bring in your 2 relatives. Bring in people that you know very well that it will be good. You guys can become wealthy and help the life of people around you. It's just 2. And with 2, you are covered. I don't know, look for a way to get 2, because to me, it's if you can bring in more than 2, that's also good. It's to your advantage. But come on, 2 is actually something anyone can do, okay? To qualify to receive $5 in JoyG, pay directly to your MetaMask wallet daily. You plus at least 2 personal, 2 new, 2 new, not old, 2 new. That's why the administration highlighted it in capital letter. 2 new personal referrals must complete Billionaire Program payments that place an expiry date back to July 1st. So that means the expiration date should be from July 1st onward, July 2nd, July 3rd, as the case may be. But the earlier the better. You have to understand that timing is what makes you maximize your gains. To get $150 per month, you must be able to time it well. If you're bringing in a new member, time it well so that you can gain maximally. You see, this is common sense. It's not something that you have to calculate too much. It's just basic common sense. Well, I don't know. For me, I took advantage of the whole promo for the month of May and the month of June, and I will also take advantage of it for July, for August, for September, for October, for November, for December, and for the next year, because I am paying attention and I'm following simple instructions the system is giving. I don't know about you, but one thing you should bear in mind is if you choose to have your own mind in this system, you may get frustrated. You must conceive the mind of the administration through this blog and follow it. If you have concerns, if you have questions, ask. That's where leaders come in, okay? All right, or later for all 3 of you. So it must apply to the 3 of you. Now, plus receiving JoyG wallet must be used to pay Billionaire Program fee only. So that means if it is the upline who qualifies, you can use that wallet address to pay for your 2 downlines because you are paying only to the admin wallets, okay? Now, this is a builder promo, and the purpose of this $5 payment should only be used towards build. Of course, you all will continue to get paid 50% bounty for each paid personal referral. So this promo should help you to earn more bounties as a result. 7 day of not receiving $5 payments each time any part of a JoyG coin is moved by any means to an address other than SBC admin JoyG wallet address, which is this. Okay, so as at now, people were complaining that they were penalized. The reason why they were penalized is not because they removed or they swapped or they sold or they did peer-to-peer, but they added. So if adding to the system will also penalize you, then don't add. Instead, create a new account and collect money from whoever you want to pay, and then pay for the person, and then use the money, the money you've converted from BNB to JoyG to pay subscription fee at 100%. Don't pick 20% or 30% or 50% to add to what the system has given you. From what I've seen, some people has been complaining, and I don't want it to continue. So instead of complaining, conform to what the system is telling you to do for your own benefits. Now, we'll be tracking every transaction of the JoyG blockchain, and any transaction not going to the SBC admin wallet address will be looked at to see if it came from a qualified June promo receiving wallet address. And if so, a 7-day penalty will be enforced. There will be no exceptions to this rule. So some people were actually victims in yesterday's mass adoption meeting. And people are expected to have known, didn't know. Well, they were ignorant. But at this point, based on the feedback from the administration, by now they should know. And if it continues, the administration will step it up to maybe 14 days. I also know that admin is bent on seeing that this year we get to 1 million active members, and whatever he has to do at his own power, to make it happen, he will. And I'm in agreement with him. Whatever he has to do that is lawful, he should go about it. The builders are ready to build. Those who want to make this happen, they should do it. We can do it. It doesn't matter whether we may be small, but we can do it. For now, it's in the hands of the admin to decide how he wants to go about it. All right, we are finalizing. Do the math, people. We are collecting $99, which is 3 times 33, and paying out $150. And if the price is positive, it will be more than $150. And so this promo cannot become sustainable month after month without this 7-day penalty. So this 7-day penalty can only be enforced so that we all can benefit, because we are one body. Yet this promo can really excite our builders so that they will build and build faster. Builders can collect funds in any form from anyone that they will pay their billionaire program fee to cash out. Of course, we already know that, and we already know the rest. But let me just finish it because I've come to this point. Plus end bounties. If a builder signs up 5 new members a month and cash out this way, then they will enjoy the entire $150 plus 75 in bounty. That's $225 per month. And the only cost is paying their own $33. So if you do the maths very well, you'll find out that this is a wonderful job opportunity. And I can tell you that over time, it's going to get more juicier. It will get more exciting. It will get more interesting. I don't know about you. If you're having a change of mind, then you had better do it now because time is no more on your side. Okay? All right. So on this note, I believe I've been able to summarize. So a good number of people asked questions yesterday. Some people asked about their stock coins, and the administration said, this is what my mind is. My mind is that if the price of Joygy gets to 3,500, 4,000 this month, then he anticipates, he is looking forward at paying those who have coins that are stock, which is in the buyback, $5 extra. So that means I'm also one of those that have their coin stock in the buyback. And even though I'm a beneficiary of the $5, if the administration decides to start paying those in the buyback, it means I would also keep getting, instead of $5 this time, $10. And it will continue for as long as possible. I don't know what other plans the administration has, but he said that his first consideration is the buyback and then the staking, and then we can sit down and talk about the exchange. I can tell you that the staking and then the buybacks will be done very soon. And I also think that before the end of the year, the administration will come up with a plan to settle those whose coins are stuck in the exchange. And I can tell you that those who their coins are stuck in the exchange, about 10% of the community. Yes, it's about 10, 15%. It may not even get to 15, about 10% of the community, So those who can hold on, they should please be patient because everybody will get back their funds. Our community has your interest at heart. A good number of people said a whole lot of other things, but I was able to pick out a few. People asked different kinds of questions, but if you listened to what I said, I believe that you would have been able to decipher the kind of questions and the answers to those questions. Well, all right, I'll stop at this point, and I hope that the community will cooperate. So let me stop sharing my screen. Oh, wow. Taking a while already. So I'm around. Let me read through the content of the people that are here. Greetings, my brother, and then beloved sister. Thanks for also checking up and being on the broadcast. I do appreciate. So my sister is asking a question, right? Or it's just, let me read it. Good morning, dear Augustine. Previously, we are known that using Joygy peer-to-peer. But now in June, we don't use Joygy peer-to-peer. If use 7-day penalty, we face. Why? God bless you. Now, I want you to get this clear. You can actually use Joygy peer-to-peer, but don't use the registered wallet that receives $5. If you have registered that wallet with the system and you get $5 from it, don't use it to do peer-to-peer. If you have money the system gives you, it is solely for paying subscription fee so that it helps the admin to accumulate coins. Don't use the registered wallet that gets $5 to do peer-to-peer. If you have another account that is not registered, you can do peer-to-peer in exchange for cash or whatever. So I want you to get it right, okay? You can, the administration is not saying you shouldn't use Joygy for peer-to-peer. What he's saying is what it's registered in the system, don't use it for peer-to-peer, don't swap it, don't sell it, and don't even add, because those who add are also being penalized. I hope I answered your question, my dear sister. All right, so that's it. Now let's continue. Does it mean that no more swapping BNB to Joygy? Because you may find that Joygy you have isn't enough and you need to swap BNB to Joygy. I beg your pardon, sir. I've explained to you that you should have two accounts. One that is registered with the system, don't use it for any other thing. The other one is the one that the system is not aware of. And with that one, you can use it to do whatever you like. Now, what I perceive is that the administration has some plans, some very good plans for those who are builders. And he thinks he's working on seeing how, he will pay them well. They'll be well to do. I mean, for an employment opportunity, it's a good salary they will receive. So he does not want to mix it. That's why he doesn't want you to, add anything to what the system is giving. The system may give you more over time. I don't know his plans, but he doesn't want you to mix it. So if you want to swap Joygy to BNB, do it with an unregistered wallet address. If the system doesn't have it registered, okay, it's your choice. But the admin is also planning to see that there are more builders, so that if you swap Joygy to BNB, which is a negative sell pressure, or selling the system, selling the coins, because when you swap to any other coin, you are selling. He is hoping that the builders will be countering it by bringing in people, and it will cause a positive buy pressure that will just offset the sell pressure in no time. That's the mind of the administration. And I hope you understood me, beloved sister. Please, your feedback is welcome. All right, so this is thank you so much for your continuous reminder. You're welcome, beloved brother. Now, dear, my second doubt is core team, backup team can get their match with rotator June 12th. I've said it that the core team and backup team received their match by January 12th. By June 12th, when the rotator 22 is getting their first match, the core team and backup team will be getting double of what they already have. I hope you understood that. All right, so I'm rounding off. Obedience is the rule. Obedience to the rules is very important. I didn't even mention their names. So the first one was brother Jerry Fon, and then this is my beloved sister from India, and then this is my beloved brother Gerald Ifeanyi Okorafor, right? Yes. So obedience is the key. I hope we can be obedient. I hope we can be obedient. All right. So good morning, sir. Augustine Asambo, greetings, beloved. A pleasure. Well explained. Thanks so much, Ambassador Augustine. So I didn't even know that I was taking so much time, but I believe I've been able to summarize yesterday's mass adoption meeting. And if you have any questions to ask, this is the time to ask. But if you don't have any questions to ask, then stay tuned for the next updates that will be coming, most likely on Tuesday. And as much as I can, I want to serve this community the best way I can. I may not have all the time, but I know that my heart is with this community, and I know that this community will succeed. It may be difficult, but of course, nothing good comes on a platter of gold. So as we put heads and our hands together, we can push this community to our expected end, all right? So on this note, I'll be bringing this meeting to a close. I'll be coming your way again some other time, depending on updates that come up on the blog. Cheers, and God bless you. Till I come your way again some other time. Bye for now.